I thought I'd talk to you today about why the younger generations don't listen. So I'm going to say 35 down to preteens that you always say they don't listen. You've heard this all of your life. The younger people don't listen. They don't want to hear nothing. Nobody got to say. And everybody just says that and just continues on with whatever's going on. So I want to say that one of the reasons why, the main reasons why they don't listen is because they don't see any benefit in listening to us, the older generations. And they can't see how it helps them at all and how it gets them ahead in society, how it helps them to even get the little bit that some of us have. And so they don't see any jobs. There's never any jobs. And if there was a job available, they're going to put so many stipulations on it, like you need a college degree to dump garbage or something. And we're going to pay you $7.25 an hour. So they're saying that's unreasonable in this day and age, and everybody knows that. So they don't see any jobs and they don't see anybody helping out in that area of their lives. They're always telling you, go to school. But they see that if you go to school, you come out of school in deep in debt and still no jobs or 7.25 an hour. So they don't see a way to ever own any property or get anything that's going to benefit their lives and help them get away, get ahead, and a way to achieve the American dream. There's no getting ahead for them, so they can see it. So what can be done is it would take, I like to say, generals. I like to use a military type of statement. Um, it would take communities one by one. You can start as small as neighborhoods, okay? So you would have to get a large swath of society in the areas that you live in, or your state, or your cities, your counties, or something like that. There would have to be leaders coming up, that the people would listen to and the younger ones would listen to. And they have to have resources and improve the living situations of the people. This society is definitely, you got money, you good. You don't have any money, get away from me. That's how everybody looks at life in America. So you would have to go block by block. You would have to get the gangs to stop fighting each other and become unified. And it would just take so much stuff. And then you always have all the forces that's fighting against you, like that's going to pay. So let's say, for example, you have a peaceful protest and you're marching. Well, if you have a peaceful protest, there are always going to be people paid to come in and throw bricks they bring their own bricks. They're going to be throwing at the police and try to stir it up. They get paid to stir it up. They want to clash with the mob. They want the police and the people to clash. And so the evil workers are always there, and you have to announce when you're going to have a protest. So since you're announcing it, that gives the opposition a chance to get ready and to show up, and you got to let them know where you're going to be. And so it's all just a twisted web, really tangled up, so I'm talking all of this down and out stuff. Let me say happy birthday to Leo. One day, I got a 7-year-old grandson that's going to see this video one day. And I'm going to tell him that today was September 20th, 2025, on a Saturday. And happy birthday, Leo. Now back to the evil. There's always money to fight wars. There's never money to help people. There's always money to do evil in this world. You can always afford. If it's an evil project, we can afford that. If it's for the good of the people, we don't have no money. The interesting thing about that, why I brought that point up, was they're getting all the money from all of us. Okay? And for those of you that don't like wars and what's happening in the wars, well, we still help fund the wars. All they taking our tax money and saying, "Oh, we can't help these poor people. We can't help these people with jobs. Oh, but we can fight wars. We can spend billions and billions and billions on wars." So the younger ones know, they can see they're smarter. They're not going for it anymore. And so you can't pull the wool over their eyes. You can't make them think that the struggle is not real. You can't just tell them, do better, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and all that stuff they like to say. But the young people don't believe in that, and they can see that it's evil and it's all evil. They don't see a need to really press toward the light, you might say. So I can just tell you that this is an evil society, an evil world, and you should not pretend that it's not.